Monday morning, 7:47, live and local with Russ Clark, AM 560, KBLU. Fred Griffin's in with me. Good morning, Fred.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. DJ's with me. Now, see, nobody knows who that is. DJ, how are you?
I'm doing.
You're doing well.
I'm waking up.
You guys are wide awake. You know what time? You guys, you got it easy. You know what time I called Robert this morning and said, "Hey, why don't you come in?"
What time?
I think it was like 5 a.m. You know what he did? He answered the phone. He answered the phone. And just so everyone knows who these guys are, they're actors. They're here. You're in town. You're shooting a movie today.
Absolutely.
Renovations today.
Mm-hmm. Today's the first day.
Today is the first day. What time do you start?
I start tonight at 9 o'clock.
You do at 9 o'clock?
Yes.
So you got up. Did Robert call you right at 5 o'clock when I called him?
He told me
Shortly
this
after.
was the most important thing I was going to do while I was here.
God, I love it. DJ Perry, how many movies have you been in now? What is it? Now pull that mic about 6 inches if you could.
It's somewhere between 40 and 50.
And you decided to do it for a living how long ago?
I started trying to do it as a living, I think, right around 18. But
Okay.
first movie at 25.
Really?
Yeah.
So you had that kind of staying power, that kind of persistence to where from 18 to 25 you're just going to keep pushing.
Yeah, I mean, it was small, short films and commercials and stuff like that, and a lot of people do give up, after about 2 years. And then there's career people like Fred and I that bank on people like that to give up.
So I understand. Like the competition is huge. Little by little it gets smaller in your age group.
Well, yeah, then you move to a new age group.
Then
yeah.
pretty much you're like Doc. Doc's like the only one left in his age group. In fact, he runs marathons. Did you know that? Doc, he's 86.
No.
Here's what he tells me. In his age group, he wins.
There's 3 of them.
No, he's the only one.
Only one.
Yeah, he's pretty much it. So it took you that amount of time to actually to where you feel like you got your first role that meant something.
Yeah, and the nice part was when it finally did happen, it was a lead role, so I kind of bypassed some of the the extra work and the working up step by step. So it was worth the wait. But
no, it wasn't. I mean, if I'd have asked you the year before that happened, you'd have had a different story.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
It was tough. It was tough. So what are you doing to eat? I mean, is it the typical waitressing?
No, this is what I do full time.
No, I mean,
back then.
Back then, before you couldn't make any money if you're not working. What do you do?
I managed a gym.
Newspaper delivery.
No, I managed a health club, and I was a soccer coach.
Really?
Yeah, taught martial arts. So I did stuff
stayed
even
busy.
then. Yeah.
Kind of like a Chuck Norris thing.
Yeah, a little bit like Chuck Norris. There you go.
You're a Texas Ranger, don't you?
That's right.
So really, you were teaching martial arts?
I was.
Wow. And of course, you feel like that's got to help you.
Well, it helps with stunt work. Now I do it just for health and, to kind of keep yourself in shape. But it does come in handy if you have to fall downstairs or, choreograph
Did they make you do that?
On some projects in the beginning where there's not a lot of money, yes, you are the stunt guy.
I don't know if they told you that.
I'm not making him do it.
I was going to say, DJ, I didn't know if you knew anything about this. There's no money.
Really?
In this program. You're falling, buddy.
Well, we haven't been to the bank yet. The checks are going to bounce. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh yeah, you're falling down the stairs. Now you're going to be working at the hotel downtown, and you know what? I just watched the show The Getaway last night.
Oh.
The Getaway has the same hotel.
I bet it looked better in that film.
No.
No?
No, it looked pretty bad.
Really?
Is this one bad too? I mean, have you been in it yet?
We went in it last night. Yeah, Fred hasn't been there yet, but I got picked up at the airport, and at first I thought this was the hotel we were going to be staying at.
Yeah, I was going to say,
what did I get myself into?
I think they turn electricity on or something.
No, it was interesting because even before we went in, we had people stopping on the street and informing us of shadow people and ghosts and everything else that we needed to watch out for.
It's an old hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand inside. I've never been inside.
Really?
But I understand inside. It's pretty sound. It's pretty good.
Parts of it. Yeah.
Parts of it.
Well, obviously, some of the balconies and stuff like that, I don't think you'd want to go jump around on the edge. Okay. But the city was kind enough to block off any parts that were not sound. And
now, is it all set up for shooting today?
It'll be worked on also this afternoon. So, yeah.
Now, what time do you start shooting, DJ?
I start shooting. Actually, I don't think I start until tomorrow. So
really?
I'm in early just to get settled.
So I got you guys up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you don't even have to be until shooting till tomorrow.
Oh,
I am honored.
That's right.
I am honored you guys got out of bed.
That's right. We're going back.
Oh, it is. We were talking off air a little bit about just What's it like sometimes to talk to guys that get huge notoriety, they can't go to restaurants, they can't go out into the public because they're always getting on there? Regular guys?
Can be, for the most part.
Most of the time.
You know, I've done films with David Carradine, Robert Duvall, Jeff Daniels, you know, a lot of those guys. And as we were talking off the air, you have to realize that sometimes when, well, for example, you go do a guest spot on a TV show, you're walking into a set with people that have worked together for years.
Right.
And you're there for a day or two to do your deal. And in most cases, they're very welcoming. They have been in your shoes to know that you're coming into the middle of a show that you really know nothing about, and you've got your script and you're coming to do your part. And it is helpful that they embrace you and welcome you into that situation. Sometimes you'll meet some people that you think are, okay, standoffish, egotistical, but you got to remember that if they came up under the method form of acting, they could just be in their character. They could be just, you know, trying to get worked up for that scene. So I've tried to take the stance where I don't judge people on set.
Okay.
When I'm off at dinner, when it's the movie's over, the TV show's over, and we're having a drink, or, you know, we're as friends, that's when you really see the true person.
So, some of these guys can't actually move, though, in just normal places because they're too well known.
Absolutely.
And that's got to get old after a while, you would think.
Yeah.
I don't know, is it old, DJ? Is that hard?
You know, it's flattering to us at this point, you know,
Exactly.
when you occasionally
you
get somebody.
You want somebody to come over and recognize you. It is flattering, I imagine.
Right.
But a lot of them are very down-to-earth, normal people. It's just the media paints this image around them that makes it hard for them to just interact on a person-to-person level. But if you sit down with them, very interesting stories.
Oh, I imagine so.
Yeah.
They've got to be dedicated, devoted, good at what they do. And there's more to it than just a celebrity.
Oh, absolutely.
There's got to be something back there, something going on.
That's all marketing.
Something that you want to know.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, are they all just liberals?
No, not at all.
He's thinking.
No.
It all worked out.
Nice.
So, DJ, you going back to bid after this? Is this?
No. I think I'm up for the day.
You're up for the day. What happens today then if you're not really shooting today?
We're going to work on wardrobe and just continue to get settled into the hotel and maybe do a little sightseeing.
Now, when you say work on wardrobe, is that something you guys get involved in?
We have an opinion, but usually no.
And when you work on wardrobe, does that mean a trip to the Super Kmart or?
It depends on the character.
Really?
Yeah.
A character might have shopped there.
Exactly. You know, it depends on those sort of factors.
Well, that's some of the things that I was talking about before that we are involved in a project like this that normally no in a bigger budget.
Is it more fun for you though?
It can be, absolutely.
Oh yeah, this is the end of the year project for us.
Right.
I mean, after this is the holidays, and then we're into 2010. So this is kind of like for us, you know.
Right.
This is fun.
Okay, so for the next 2 weeks, you guys are going to have your head in it the whole time.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Now, today with no shooting really going on, does that mean going back? Studying lines? Do you rehearse? Do you actually rehearse the scenes a lot beforehand?
We haven't even met our other co-stars yet.
Really?
Some of them are flying in today.
Okay.
And as for lines, no. I think I can speak. Those are down. I mean, that's part
So
of
you've
just-
already gone through all that before you get here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So you pretty much know the script.
Yeah.
Good for you.
We could shoot. I was going to say I could shoot right now if I needed to. Fred, you need a little more
Don't
time?
disturb me this afternoon because I'll be
But now-
studying.
And I know, like a Broadway play or something like that, you have to know everything because there's no breaks, there's no second takes or anything. The movie's different though. I mean, you don't have to know.
Yeah,
everything.
I've never been one for stage. I knew I wanted to do movies, and that was my thing. I've never done a stage production.
Okay. But-
And because you know what, I don't like where you have a performance and they say, well, we'll do better tomorrow night or next week. You'll find with film actors, you give 200% because that's what's going to be put down for the rest of your life. That's that story.
But on a film actor, you only have to study the scene you're doing today.
But they shoot it out of order, so
you don't know.
you have to come in at different intensity levels. You know, you
Okay.
got to remember 3 days ago you shot the scene that comes first, and how did you feel at the end of that? Because
I don't know how you put that together.
Yeah, it's all in. That's why actors get a
my
little
job.
bit out there. You know?
That's my job.
It's good medication.
Okay. So it's something like you could be one scene having a fight with your wife,
Right.
but we're gonna shoot the fight first, then we're gonna go right to the honeymoon.
Exactly. Exactly.